live in this video, I'll be teaching on the ideal male physique, which I have. I'm in the male fitness elite, attractiveness elite, meaning I'm in the top 10% of women go for the most attractive males. And quite frankly, I'm a superhuman. So it's like not only am I in the male fitness elite, the most physically attractive and appealing to women in terms of body type and handsomeness, facial symmetry, and I don't have to do what these people do. They're unhappy with the physique or get facial surgeries because they're unhappy with the jawline and their face and things like this. So I'm in the top 10% of handsomeness, meaning how good I look in my face. And I'm also in the top 10% male fitness elite. So the reason that a lot of guys have a hard time getting female attention and getting women interested in them is because there's men like me out here. Women go for the best option available to them. So the reason a lot of guys have a hard time hearing back from women on dating sites because a man like me, they're ripped with a six-pack, and you show up there with your dad body in your 20s, and then this guys like me, they have this as my profile picture on Tinder. Okay. And that's why you don't hear back from women, a lot of you. So it's like the bottom 3% of males get like the breadcrumbs, if anything. And the top 10% of men like me can pick and have standards. This is also why a lot of men that are ugly have to settle for a low quality woman, because you have to, it's like you attract your level. So if you're a low quality male, you can pick among low quality women. So if you're a high quality man, you can be like me, manly men like feminine women. And that's also part of being an alpha male, not being Mr. Nice Guy here, try people please, and be worried about offending people, and say things like, I believe in traditional gender roles, where I believe that women should be feminine and men should be masculine. And now that's kind of, like a lot of people now are like, no, it's like women can be manly, masculine, and that's fine. No, that makes you lower value, lower worth. Okay. So the reason for a lot of guys that are ugly and low attractiveness, they have to settle for like the average unattractive woman, low attractiveness level, high body count, which also makes a woman have a lower value, having a high body count, and hypermasculine. A lot of guys have to settle for a woman that's low attractiveness level, got a high body count, and low femininity, high masculinity. Uh, so there's a problem now with feminine men being emasculated, feminized, effeminate, and women being masculine, hyper masculine, meaning more masculine than what's natural. And there's a problem with men being hyper feminine, effeminate. And being a man is an ideal I can teach other people. I'm in the elite. I'm a superhuman. Okay. And it's not my fault that you got to smoke the copium. Get your copium pipes ready with the crystal copium that you like to smoke when I uploaded health fitness groups, my ripped lean alpha giga chat superhuman physique, and people are having the copium pipes, smoking it, and it really comes and monkey two skin or stuff like this. So it's like, because I know what it says. So because I have an ideal physique, meaning perfect, okay, ideal, the best type of physique. The people that are not looking as good as I do and are further from the ideal, they feel bad. It's like, what they got to clutch at straws to do. They got to go, well, Mike, I'm heavy to use for this. Well, if I would get heavier, I would be less attractive, see, according to science. I'd be less attractive. What women find the most attractive are men like me that have an athletic physique. Women are attracted, the ideal according to science, the best physique to have that makes the most attractive women is an athletic physique like this. Anything above this would make me less attractive. Like heavier, bulkier, more muscle uh, would make me less attractive. So I'm in the male fitness elite. I have an ideal male physique, and not only that, this is one of the things that makes so dangerous to the deep state, because I know why a lot of men are not in good shape. It's just because there's an agenda to have people be weak and easy to control. They want men to have low T and have low testosterone. So not only am I in the physical elite, where it's like I'm more manly, masculine looking and being, and higher testosterone and all the indicators of high natural testosterone, athleticism, energy, stamina, endurance, the physique, a lean physique, ripped with a six pack. I'm also a genius, where I have an extraordinary high IQ. confirmed by a psychologist in this IQ testing where I got tested for autism. Sometimes people come and cope and be like, Mike, you're a retard on my comments. And then I like to hit them with some truth. When I got tested with, so it's like the inversions. When I got tested for autism, one of the multiple tests is I brought my mom because ultimately you bring somebody new when we were a kid because autism manifests in childhood, early childhood, formative years. So one of the tests, multi-day test by a psychologist being tested for autism was an IQ test. And then the psychologist told me after all was said and done, told me, we don't tell people the number score, but one of the tests I gave you was an IQ test. And you got a really high score. And said, maybe you should try applying for Mensa. And Mensa is a high IQ club, but entry test is an IQ test, like what the government psychologist gave me. They told me I got a high score that says maybe you should try applying for Mensa. And what they wrote down in words, meaning they have like a rule that you don't give the number score, was Michael is extraordinarily intelligent, which means above average, okay? Extraordinarily intelligent, borderline gifted. So I believe gifted is 140 plus IQ. They say gifted. If you're going to put a genius IQ 140 plus in the numbers, that's going to be 140 plus is gifted, okay? That word. And then you have like kind of mediocre stuff like this. So not only am I physically superior to the average man in terms of attractiveness, physique, looks, facial symmetry, Fibonacci sequence, golden mean, beauty comes from God, by the way, intelligence as well. So there's no wonder there's like the most satanic people seem to have a problem with me when they have all these things that come from God, like beauty, intelligence, and talents, things like this. So yes, I'm a superhuman, and not only am I in better shape and look better than most people, and have an ideal physique, the best physique according to science, that makes you more attractive to women. I also have a high IQ to people, so no wonder I have like I'm like a hater magnet because I'm superior to most people in most ways. It's like anything that's really important, quality things like intelligence is one of the most reliable metrics determining success in life, financial success, status society. So I have a higher IQ than 90% of people, 90 plus. I'm better looking, looks matter. So I'm smarter than 90 plus percent of people and better looking 90% of people. And it doesn't stop there. I'm also multi-talented, where I'm more athletic and I can sing better than 90% of people and things like this. So no wonder there's so many people that are like irked by me. And that's another thing that's the average person is weak and walk in envy, where that's also pathological and like, it shows that you're morbid. Strong people like me, if I see somebody has something good that I don't have, so I can't relate to the average person that walks in envy. So the average person is like if they see somebody have something good or do something better than them, they feel envious and angry at the person and they start hating on them, a so-called hater. So it's like if I see open up Instagram and I see Tony Ferguson exercising, I'm not a guy lacking athleticism. It's like soft and out of shape and unathletic. And see a guy, wow, this guy has got some athleticism. He's strong and fast, and I feel bad. So because I have the same thing, I have athleticism, I have strength, speed, power. I'm in good shape. See, and even if I would see like Conor McGregor, who also has the same physique that I do, he's in good shape, he's got athleticism like I do. He might have a yacht or something. Let's upload a picture of him in his yacht. And that's something that I'd like to have a yacht, okay? Is that I wouldn't mind having a yacht, okay? It wouldn't hurt. But it's like, oh, there's something that he or a Rolex watch. I don't have. If I see people having something like that, I don't go, oh, that makes me angry. It's like I hate it now. So anyway, I'm gonna be teaching a master class here in masculinity and ideal physique, and it's not just like I'm better than you, screw you, bye, okay? Um, which would be true for like 99% of people, but I will use my quality, insights, knowledge, and competence to help people, which I've been doing for a long time. And basically, it's just good if I make more an effort to market myself so I can help people by reaching them because people need to learn from me. This in general to keep you weak, and the reason why a lot of men are out of shape. We talk about masculinity in this live stream it's because they have low testosterone. That's what it boils down to. That's one of the you got to look at like why is it so common that many in the 20s and 30s have dad bods and are weak, sick, and tired. A lot of it boils down to low T. Men now we have a low T epidemic. Men now, young men have a lot lower T than they should have. And bothersome effects. If you got low T, you have a dad bod in your 20s. So if you're like 50, 60 and watch this, I'm not trying to make you feel bullied or feel bad if you don't have a six pack and not in great shape. What I'm talking about here is if you're in your 20s and you got a dad bod, now there's something wrong there. And it's quite common now where men in their 20s and 30s have a dad bod, meaning a body that would be more natural and normal for um, a man who's like 60 plus or 50 plus. So, um, as far as I'm concerned, a sign of a natural, normal male specimen, what would be normal, not rare, shouldn't be rare, is for men in their 20s to have a flat stomach at the very least. And there should be quite a lot of men in their 20s with visible abs, like a six pack or eight pack or something like this. And that should be more normal in the male population in 20s, meaning 20 to 30. There should be more men with a flat stomach and visible abs. So it'd be like the most men in the 20s should have a flat stomach. That would be a sign of a healthy society. A healthy um, society is most men in the 20s in this culture have a flat stomach. And there should be quite a lot of men in the 20s that have visible abs, like a six pack. Okay. So we're going to get into teaching on this. And looks maxing has gotten big now. Looks maxing has gotten big in quite big on YouTube. Looks maxing has gotten quite big, and you have people that have not the Levi's jeans, like the quality jeans, like clavicular, and he feels insecure, and also like Frank Tufano, um, and people like this. That's like they're unhappy and they know that it's an advantage to being handsome. And some guys have to try real hard. Say other guys like me with the genetics to manifest a high IQ and good facial symmetry, registering as handsomeness in the eye of a woman. Um, and like high T and things like this. Uh, it's like I don't have to try hard. Say it's like whereas Greg Doucette to look, he has the studio lighting, everything perfect. I don't know if he's wearing like butt cream that he spreads on his face, the same one that he spreads on his butt to make it more shiny before he gets up on stage and pushes his bum out from Mike Israel and like the Freemason hot dog parties in the basement. I don't know, but I would be surprised if in two videos Greg Doucette gets hired by the Freemasons to host the local hot dog parties like the sauna clubs. There's in the basement every Freemason law should have Greg Doucette come in there. It's like once they got tired of like doing coke and hiring strippers, like they get even more weird and they get into they need like a male bodybuilder show up to like Greg Doucette and shows to the tush to him. And then it's like, I just need to sneak that in there because he's beginning under my skin. Okay, it's Greg Doucette has beginning under my skin, like the last layer. So Greg Doucette, I had to give it to him. I'm not a hater, see. I can admit this. Like Greg Doucette is in the same tier of handsomeness as I am. I would say Greg Doucette is, despite all the differences with his character, it is lacking one thing. But in terms of his physique, he's also in the fitness elite. And if I want to trash talk him, I have to find something else in the looks because his head's in good shape. So, anyways, the point. Now he is a man of low character that overhypes his scam tester. I mean testosterone. Okay, Turk. Okay, but the scam testosterone also for this. Greg Doucette and his scam testosterone. Okay, scam testosterone. He just scam testosterone. Okay, this is sucker boarding. But if you want to spend your money, and I'll be fair to him. Okay, Greg Doucette scam testosterone is overhyped. I said it. It's overhyped, and why they're called scammy and him scamming is because the marketing where he's going like this will make the anabolic cookbook and the scam test the testosterone is going to do all of this for you. It's like if you look at it, like he's overhyping the value of the product, what it will do for you. Now, to be fair to him, there's other things on his website that you can find his description where he has a you click there, it takes it to a supplement store. And I would recommend you avoid the scam testosterone and you're better off invest your money on the Delta. He's got a supplement that looked at Delta something. There is ashwagandha and L-theanine and stuff in it. I'm not selling it or telling you should buy it, but I'm saying if you're in the market of buying supplements, you're better off spending money on some of the other supplements on his website, like the Delta something, rather than this testosterone. It's like investment money spent to health benefit, testosterone, fitness benefit ratio is going to be higher with the Delta supplement than his testosterone. So, anyway, support. Uh, I'm a person that has extreme high competence in health fitness, and the deep state is working to shadow ban me and sabotage me in right of ways with the gang stalking program that I told you with, and online shadow banning and cyber stalk where they pay people to harass me online, and all these different things that you're doing. Now, here's the thing: I still have the opportunity to blow up and get big and reach people despite the work to make it harder. I mean, if I make more videos and upload them to TikTok and use my physique and everything else to teach what I'm teaching, it's like it's like for me, it's like easy. It's like it would be hard for me to not have massive success and get a big platform on social media, look as good as I do, having the competence that I have, being who I am. You'd be like, if I spend enough time showing myself to the world, I'm going to go, period. Okay. So, anyway, here's the point. A lot of people had to try hard. Okay, they had to buy cheap toys to buy them cheap toys to get a more masculine jawline, and they had to punch themselves to get more cheekbones going, and do synthol injections and testosterone things like this. Is what they think that they had to do. Nice point. I'm teaching people the truth, so people are looking to improve can learn from me. And especially young men, I'm especially valuable to young men teaching masculinity, Christian masculinity. So typically, people who make videos about looks maxing and alpha male and red pill and things like this become more attractive. They come in from a secular perspective, was like Andrew Tate, was like get more attractive so you can sleep with more women, kind of, which is not a true alpha. So what I'm a proponent of is yes, looks max by health maxing. Work to improve as a man, mentally, physically, spiritually. And work to become a stronger, better man, healthier, and you will be more attractive. So the right effort, the right focus is focusing on improving your health, being healthier, and looking better will follow. Because what's good for your health that I can teach you will end up making you more attractive and looking better. For example, if you have low T, your body fat goes up, and it's more attractive if you have an athletic physique, low body fat percentage. So people are even unhealthy makes them a high body fat. Eating high sugar diet, sugar is bad for health. People are use all these poison chemical hydrogen cleaning products, and they've been vitamin C deficient, which make their skin be low quality, makes them have high body fat, the testosterone level goes down, which means it's harder for them to burn fat, build muscle, and the lifestyle man lives makes him not have an ideal physique, where he does have athletic physique and looks worse, and that makes him less attractive. So the right focus is focusing on being healthier, and looking better will follow. So also it's also a little bit effeminate to be hyper focused on your looks in the way that clavicular people are, where it's like they do whatever it takes to look a little bit better. It's like if it's uh, snorting creatine or uh, whatever weird stuff they do, punching themselves in the face to have it swell so they have like more pronounced cheekbones here by punching themselves in the face. Don't do that. It's crazy. Okay, you're giving yourself more inflammation, which is bad for your health, and long term is going to make you look worse. So inflammation ages you. So anything you do that gives you inflammation, it's gonna make you age faster. So anyway, I'm gonna show you some things here to back up what I'm saying. My physique, I have an ideal male physique, so that makes me have what it takes to be a successful health fitness coach already, an influencer, because I have an ideal physique. And some people are scared me to think that it's like a roided out bodybuilder physique is the ideal. It's not according to science. So, and that's like the coke that people gotta smoke. Was like because I have an ideal male physique, ideal, like the best type of body to have. And then people are like, well, oh, Mike, but is you're not as big as some other people. Big is not better. According to science, it's not better to be bigger than I am, a heavy, bulky, or having more pounds of muscle on you. I have the perfect, ideal male physique, athletic. And a lot of young guys that are like either scrawny or have a dad body in the 20s, they're out of shape, okay? They don't have an athletic body. They feel unhappy with the physique and they have a hard time attracting women. So it's like, oh, I'm going to get healthier. And then they find out maybe Liver King or vegan gains, aka road gains. I do think that testosterone injection counts as vegan. I don't think they make it from animals. So vegan gains, aka road gains. And it's like, wow, it's like huge. And it's, oh, Mike Israel. They think they go to like, yeah, that's the idea I'm chasing, but it's not even ideal. See? So the beauty about what I have is it's attainable. If a man is 18 years old and finds my channel, my physique is better than 90% of men. It's an ideal physique that women find the most attractive. It's an ideal physique in terms of longevity, lifespan. You're better off. You're more likely to make it to 100, to live a long life, if you have an athletic, lean physique. What I have, that's not skinny, but athletic and lean, low body fat. That's better for longevity and your health than being like a borderline bodybuilder, huge, okay? And it's better in terms of what women find most attractive. So it's like, what is the downside? It's like in every way, it's better to have my build than a huge build. But that's like the cope they gotta go to. Where it's like, oh, but Mike, I'm heavier or something like this. Who cares? Yeah, you being heavy makes you less attractive women and makes you less healthy and hurts your mental physical performance in a lot of important ways. So anyway, we're gonna look at this now. And since I'm an attractive man, I've been able to attract quality women. Now, I would say this. Christian masculinity. I don't, when I teach masculinity, which I stand out to by being more masculine in my character, not just appearance and physique and athletic performance, but in my character. For example, I do OMED fasting, fast 100 per day. And it's not that I'm saying that I'm superior. If I look at health fitness groups and on Facebook and like comment sections, like about, yeah, I don't have the willpower, my discipline, I can't live the life that where I will be in shape or something like this. So part of masculinity is discipline and the ability to do hardness and living a life pursuing meaning rather than pleasure. So I don't live my life trying to feel good all the time like a lot of people do. I pursue meaning. I do things that are meaningful, and a good time happens to me. As Viktor Frankl talks about in Nietzsche, I think it was, how happiness must not be pursued as the sole goal. It must ensue as a side effect of pursuing some greater goal or purpose. So I don't live my life seeking pleasure. I live my life seeking meaning, pursuing meaning, and I have a good time. I end up being happy. Most people more fulfilled, whereas the average man comes across as depressed. By the way, unfulfilled, depressed. So anyway, we're gonna get at this. So what I want to say is this on masculinity: young men need to listen to me and learn. They'll be better off. The world will be a better place if more young men find my channel, start taking my advice before they fall for these toxic health fitness influencers that are not going to be as valuable to you. I teach people how to be strong, fit, and healthier. Very rare truth that has been hidden from you. Teach you the truth about vitamin mega dosing, why people are out of shape. I've been teaching how to improve health problems, mental, physical. Um, Coming from a person I've cured myself of panic attacks and depression, all kinds of stuff, and then had a hard life, and I still uh, have more happiness and joy and fulfillment in my life than others. So that's the point. When I make videos about looks maxing and masculinity, what makes more attractive women, nowhere am I teaching you should get more attractive so you can fornicate more. I'm a Christian. So the point is this. I'm a proponent of, for young men, choose to be abstinent and stay single until you find a woman that you want to spend the rest of your life with. And then you marry her and stay with her for the rest of your life. That's ideal too, in terms of relationship. So now, if you're more attractive, you have an easier time as a man if you're 18 or 19. And you find out, wow, this is a woman, this is her, this is the woman I want to spend the rest of my life with. And I'm really like falling head over heels with her, you have a higher chance that she'll feel the same way about you and be willing to settle down with you if you're more attractive. So men that are low attractors have less choices, whereas men like me can have more standards and be selective. Whereas like I don't have to settle for an average Western female is hyper masculine and like mediocre attractiveness with a high body count who's hyper masculine, all kinds of weird. I can attract a beautiful woman, the type of woman. The two last relationships I've been in, and now I'm married, but the previous relationship and the current one, which is for life, have been women that are beautiful. Both of them were zero body count when I met them. See, and both of them look good without makeup. Where a lot of women have fake beauty bitches. A lot of women are ugly because unhealthy. It's not just the genetics. A lot of women are ugly, not due to the genetics, like they're mediocre in terms of looks, due to the genes not manifesting beauty, but because of the average lifestyle where people are poisoning themselves, they're vitamin deficient, and they end up looking sick, and the skin looks bad, and they had to paint fake beauty on top of the skin. So I like women that are beautiful, waking up next to me in the morning without makeup, and that's the type of women that I've been uh, getting in relationships with. And like I said, I made a mistake as a young man sleeping around, and I never had a problem uh, attracting women like nines, okay, nine plus. When I was a young man, I would be going on dates, and I never had a hard time reaching out to a woman on a dating site and be like, "Wow, this woman is beautiful. I'm gonna shoot my shot." And like I had a good success rate in getting a date with the girl that I saw on the dating site. So, wow, okay, because I'm a guy in my early 20s that has this build and am handsome on a dating platform. And if I see a woman I like, I'm going to be the top 10%. Where most likely, the woman is going to, if I feel like going on a date with her, most likely she's going to find me attractive too. So I like a woman who's got natural beauty, like my wife, and she's beautiful without makeup. Whereas a lot of women now, they're not that beautiful, and they are the mediocre at the best, most dolled up with makeup and everything, doing the hair and doing the makeup, but without it, it's actually horrible a lot of times. So, which also goes back to how the average person lives their life where they eat a high sugar diet makes you have bad skin. The vitamin C deficient makes you have ugly skin once again. And they attack in the skin with this inflammatory toxic chemical makeup products all the time and hygiene products that decrease the quality of the skin like topically from the outside in. Do you understand? If I would like, I don't know, put some chemical irritant here every day here, I would be surprised if I compare like the spot that I've been putting some toxic chemical irritant on. It would be like lower quality skin looking like worse and more run down and stuff. So anyway, we're gonna look at some pictures here. Yeah. So what I'm recommending is for young men, don't try to sleep around. I made that mistake. It's better that you decide to stay single until you find a woman that you want to spend your life with. And if you're a young man right now, start working to improve yourself. Start working to masculinity max. Start working to improve yourself as a man. Your health, your character. Learn to become a quality man and grow as a person. And work to be healthier, be more attractive, improve yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, and then you find a woman and you're more likely to have her be attracted to you. Woman, do you, wow, this is an attractive woman. I'd like to spend my life with her. If you're attractive, she's more likely to feel the same way. See? So I don't recommend sleep around. I recommend people to, young men, to wait until you're married, find the right woman, and you get married to her. And you stay with her for the rest of your life. So, um, yeah, anyway, let's go to the graphics here. And I'm not afraid, like a lot of people are, to speak the truth that masculine women are disgusting to me, repulsive. Yes, masculine women, the average Western female is hyper masculine. That's disgusting. You know, high quality men like me, they're not little beta simps that tell what you want to hear, and vice versa. Where women that can't attract women of my caliber, men of my caliber, they're ripped alpha, handsome, giga chads with a six pack when I do physique. They go like, oh, I like a dad bod. They're lying because if you poll women on what is the most attractive physique, it's not the dad bod. So that's like the cope was like the woman they can't get a ripped alpha giga chad with a six pack. It's like I like a dad bod because that's a cope, see. And men that are not attracted enough to attract a feminine, beautiful woman with low body count. I don't care about woman's body count. I don't care about if she's a little bit tough or something like this because you don't have that many options. You have to settle for that type of woman. But there's a higher level quality that is out of your reach, understand? You don't have the value to pay for that. It's like value for value. If you're ripped, handsome, and personable, charismatic and confident, and you have things going for yourself, you're in great shape, it's like, yeah, you can be like, honest with your preference. I just don't like the woman. She might have good looks, but her energy is like, I'm a butch bull. I'm a butch bull rider or something like this. Okay, yeah, and I got high body count. I might not be interested in that, and I can be honest with that. I don't like that type of woman. And it's not like, well, that's 90% of women, and I can't have high standards because I can have high standards. So I can't walk into a Porsche dealership with $10 and go, I want that Porsche there. I have to have $1 million or whatever I gotta have. See? So it's like if you can't afford a Porsche, you're more likely, oh, I like a rundown, rusty four wheeler. Okay. I don't like a Ferrari. It'd be like a guy say, I don't like a Ferrari. I like a go kart with like that's all rusted down instead of driving that through a snowstorm and it's like miserable. But it's like, I like that because like you can't get the Ferrari, so it's like you have to like hope and tell yourself you don't really want a Ferrari. Like every guy would like to have a Ferrari in his garage. Okay, it's just that it's like I don't have enough money to buy one. Okay, and I can be honest with that. So anyway, that's the point. Let's look at that. Let's look at. I have a folder here prepared. Ladies and gentlemen, the jury exhibit A. Mike's ideal male physique. Let's look at this, Nick. Oh, okay. Look at this. This is why a lot of effeminate betas that are low attractiveness don't hit back from women on dating sites because there's superior men out here that women go for. Women go for the best man. And this is a physique that according to science, you can cope and lie all you want. According to science, we can ask AI, we can go to psychology reports, we can go to polls, 1,000 women get asked which body type, and it's going to be most women picking this type of body type that they found this is the best man physique. Okay. And you can cope and be like, no, I'm in denial. No, Mike. Uh, okay. So here's my physique. See, here's what I look like. And it's not 6 years ago. This is less than a week ago. And by the way, people are coping, be like, oh, Mike, it's Photoshop. Most of my thumbnails and selfies, they're screenshots from my live streams. Okay. Where I do like a live stream exercising, and towards the end, I take my shirt off and pose and flex. And then I go play back my own video and pause it and screenshot on my phone, like play my own stream. And that's how I get these pictures that I upload as selfies on Facebook and elsewhere. So, anyway, this is my physique. Ideal. This is an ideal male physique. Athletic. This is from a Facebook group where they were polling fitness lovers or something like this. Fit, okay. And somebody posted women, okay. Which out of these are the most attractive? And most women picked number two or three. And a lot of women picked two or in between two and three. So most people, women that picked a number, they picked number two, which is the same type of physique that I have. And as a matter of fact, two and three, you can see the difference is more pronounced abs and a little bit leaner and better muscle definition. So my physique is right like 2.5, I would say. He looks like he has a little bit more mass, quite possibly. But so I'm like 2.5. And most women polled in the Facebook group, which physique do you find the most attractive in a man? Most women picked number two or said two or three or two, two, three. And if you look at, and so notice how the copium smokers in fitness groups, when I post selfies of myself having 2.5, 3 physique, they go, Mike, your skin is gone, need to bulk, need to eat more spaghetti, you need to have a steak, you need to eat more, Mike, you need to bulk up. That would be what? You need to be more like 4, 5, or 6, which is what women don't pick as the best physique, see? So the one that I have is what people say, women say is the best physique. Okay. So if you're looking for better aesthetics to look better in pictures and flexing and to other people. It's like, oh, Mike, you have the perfect one that every woman votes is the best physique. You have that. And you post in a group, and people are coping because they don't have the ideal physique. Be like, oh, Mike, you need to bulk up and add more muscle. You need to eat more. Okay. Because they in their minds, in their mental minds, a lot of guys in fitness groups, like gym groups and forums, they're going for like six. Okay, to them, six is what they're aiming for and working towards. They think that level six is the most superior when it's not, because my physique 2 3, I'd say 2.5. I'm 2.3, 2.5 there. Okay, right in between, or like a mix of 2 and 3 is ideal. You ask women what's the best body, they vote, they pick two. And for like making more attractive, looking better to people, that's what they pick. Not haters are jealous of you, oh, you don't have an physique. Um, and my physique is also better than the six in terms of longevity and performance. If I was built like that heavy like number six, not only would I be less attracted to women, but I'd be less likely to live a long life. I'd be more likely to die every year of a heart attack or this or that health problem by having that extra weight. So you're gonna it's conducive to living a shorter lifespan, being that big number six, 5 or 6. It makes you less attractive, it makes you live a shorter life, and it hurts your performance. Where, for example, me, I might want to be able to live stream for 12 hours, wake up in the morning, start live stream for 12 hours on YouTube, being disenergetic, ranting and raving, do a 3 hour training stream, and then in a fasted state, and then go downtown shop, and then, okay. And I would not have the same stamina if I was built like that, which is also taking me to another part. Not only do I have ideal, I have an ideal masculinity. So basically, I'm one of the most masculine men in this world, like an ideal, physically, psychologically, character, where part of masculinity is discipline and doing hardness. I eat 1 time per day. I fast 20 hours. I eat 1 time per day, less than 10 grams of sugar per day. And I didn't start this yesterday. I've been doing this for 5 plus years. OMAD fasting, 1 meal a day, eating 1 time per day, and fasting more than 20 hours per day, and eating less than 10 grams of sugar per day, and being disciplined, not watching porn. Okay, because I'm a Christian, so it's Christian masculinity. Stop watching porn. There's a lot of guys out here that are struggling with this and that. Well, here's the guy who's not struggling with it. He's overcome these things. So maybe you could learn some things. So I don't watch porn. Uh, I don't even masturbate once a week, but I look at porn. See? Whereas a lot of guys are filthy, pervert, degenerate, deviant, weirdos that are undisciplined and weak, and they end up masturbating to porn all the time because there's fornication. They need a high sugar diet, loop pleasure. So I'm rare in all kinds of ways. It's rare for a man in his 20s or 30s to not watch porn at least once a week. It's rare to eat only 1 time per day, to fast 20 plus hours. It's rare to eat less than 10 grams of sugar per day. Here is another graph. The most attractive degree of muscularity, 51. And this is what women have voted, okay? Out of 1,000 women voting, 51% picked this, which is what the Mike Saha physique. 51% athletic. The most attractive to women body type, athletic. 51% of women picked this, athletic. And strong and very strong would be, here's me, athletic. And if you go closer to the right, you become closer to the bodybuilders like Vegan Gains or Mike Israetel or Greg Doucette physiques. Okay, which is still better than a fat guy. Okay, but it's basically I'm more attractive physically than Greg Doucette is, according to science, because most women would pick my physique, athletic physique, lean and not looking weak, but being athletic over the Greg Doucette roided out physique. Now he's still going to be more attractive than most men in their physique because most guys are soft, not a shape, and don't have a athletic physique. So between a very unathletic fat dad bod in a 20-year-old and Greg Doucette is going to be more attractive. Now, contrast to the elite, the ideal, like me, Greg Doucette falls short. So The most attractive degree of muscularity, 51% athletic. And you see, it's my physique. Yeah. And I'd say I'm closer to this strong than only athletics. I'll be athletic plus. And this would be more like the bodybuilder physique. So according to science, most women pick number two as the most attractive male physique. And I have an ideal physique. So that makes me have what it takes to become a successful health fitness influencer of itself. Just having a physique that is ideal, see. People like looking to be fitter and in better shape and learn how to be strong, fit, healthy, improve the physique. If somebody has the best type of physique, obviously they know how to get it and can teach others. Here's how I live my life to achieve and maintain this physique, versus chasing some non-ideal pipe dream was like, and here's the thing too. Young men need to listen to me and learn from me, take my advice. If you want to be fitter, healthier, meet your fitness goals, get in shape, stay in shape, get a six pack, you can learn from me. And why would you listen to these people that don't know as much as I do, other health fitness influencers? My physique is attainable. So I have an ideal physique that's naturally attainable. Whereas the other health fitness influencers, most of them, have an unattainable physique without roids, without TRT, testosterone injections, whatever they're doing. And it's not even ideal. So my physique is ideal and attainable. Do you understand? Meaning, I'm 36 years old. Only one in 25,000 men above 35 have a six pack, which is athleticism. That's part of athletic physique. And I've been able to achieve and maintain this athletic physique without voids, without a gym membership. Kind of worst case scenario is attainable. I'm on disability. I don't have the money to buy like an infrared sauna and a gym card at the best gym and like have a home gym like Joe Rogan in his basement. So it's like I have an ideal physique, being a guy on disability that works out at home. All I have is my body weight and like a dumbbell set, pretty much. Okay, a pull-up bar. So I have an ideal physique. I can teach men how to get one. And don't be deceived by these health fitness influencers. Don't be surprised I keep making videos on this topic. And if you don't like it, I don't care. There's people that need to hear this. Um, you need to start listening to me. Men, women can learn how to get in better shape. And you can keep smoking the copium and leave a lot of hater comments. Mike, you're skinny. You need to get more muscle. I have an idea of physique. Bigger than what I have is not better. I have a perfect ideal physique. And if that bothers you, that's because you're bothered. So, um, yeah. And here's what I leave you with. Give you some little free gold health fitness advice here. I've been sharing a pro testosterone health fitness protocol. The reason why it's so hard for a lot of guys to get in shape, meet the fitness goals, and the most common fitness goal is to lose belly fat, lose fat generally, is because men have lower testosterone than normal. We have an epidemic, low T epidemic, where a lot of guys in the 20s and 30s have super low testosterone compared to what they should be having. And if you have low T, it makes it harder to burn fat and build muscle. And most people's health fitness goal are going to be one of those two things: build more muscle than unhappy with uh, the muscle growth or the fat loss. So the most common health fitness goal is to get lean, and most people would like to burn fat. And if you're one of these people, young, old, man, woman, want to burn fat, you can learn stuff from me on how to do that. So anyway, it's a point. Most people have low T. Most men have low T, young men. And why? Why are people so unhealthy? And why do people have low T? It's because eating a high sugar diet. It's because they use all this toxic chemical hydrogen hopping products, scented perfume, toxic chemical, hydrogen hopping products. What most people use hydrogen hopping products are toxic, bad for you, low testosterone. Okay, they're bad for your health. For the health is more health. So are people sick and tired and unhealthy and out of shape? It's because they eat a high sugar diet. They use all these toxic chemical hydrogen clean products, and they're vitamin deficient. See, I have a simple protocol that addresses this. And why do people live like this? To go deeper, this is because there's an agenda that had the masses be weak and easily manageable and controllable. And if men have low T and low testosterone, makes them good little boys. It's easier for you to control them. They don't want you to be like a wild lion out here, Mike Saha. So there's an agenda to control the masses and be able to keep them under the sun, the deep state, and deceive them and manipulate them. And people are dumb and sick and tired, easy to control and manipulate. Which is why they've gathered the masses live the lifestyle that they do. I have a quote that I made. This world is talks by design, not by incompetence, not by chance. Which means it's like if you learn, like I guess Tom Levy, he's got enough brain cells rubbed together that I think somebody like him, and I'm not like tooting his horn, what I say is this: somebody like Tom Levy or Andrew Saul, or one of these other people, it's like because I know health fitness truth, I can tell somebody else knows health fitness. And people that know it's like, yeah, how most people are living, the deficient vitamins, they're using these retarded poison chemical products. Like if a person is smart enough to learn what's good and what's bad, they should also be smart enough to be able to kind of sense that it's like it's something weird here. Okay, this it's like how okay. So here's the point. This is a conspiracy. So there's an agenda to have the masses be weak, dumb, weak, sick, and tired. Sugar dumps you down. Being vitamin C deficient dumps you down. So basically, the lifestyle the average person has is if I was a supervillain, I want people weak and easy to control and dumb, so it's easy for me to trick them with my media that I control, with lies. I want them eating a high sugar diet. I'd hide the truths of vitamin C megadosing for them. I hide the truth about how important vitamins are and how much you need. Cover that up and be like, yeah, you need just 1 milligram vitamin C per day. It's all you need, and have the system tell you that. When in reality, it's like you need more than a milligram per day, or you're gonna be mentally decreasing in functioning. And so, yeah, here's the point. It boils down to this. I share the protocol, simple protocol. If you want to be stronger, feel healthy, man or woman, look and feel better. Stop using the toxic chemical and non-clean products. Switch to more natural alternatives. And if I'm willing to replace everything you're using right now, the toxic chemical and non-clean products, the common brands, shampoo, shower gel, hand washing soap, softener, at least replace some of them with more natural alternatives. And you're reducing, mitigating your exposure. At least getting less toxic chemical exposure by replacing a few of these things. A little bit is better than nothing. Now, a little bit is not ideal, optimal, but a little bit is enough to make a difference sometimes. So, uh, replaces many of these toxic chemicals. Here's my protocol: cut down on the sugar, aim to stay below 20 grams of sugar per day. Two, detox your life generally. Starting with replacing as many of these toxic chemical and clean products as possible with natural alternatives. And three, get on my supplement protocol, the list of supplements I recommend people to take. And if people do, they start having health fitness improvement, looks, performance, mental, physical, energy, you'll improve. People take my advice. I had the secret to success. I hold the keys of knowledge to improvement to make people beautiful and live longer, smarter, more energetic, and all these things. So I'm going to finish up. I have an idea male physique. Don't combine in my chat. And, and don't forget on my channel, my YouTube channel, because the reason that on videos like this, I don't have like 1,000 views is because the deep center work is hiding from people because they want the masses weak. And if the masses find Mike said are going to hear videos like this, and that is not what the deep center want people to have access to. They want it to be weak and disempowered and lack knowledge. Knowledge is power. More than disempowerment and physically in other ways. So uh, if you're a first time viewer and you watch this point, okay, remember to subscribe and enable notifications. And remember the name Mike Saha Live so you can YouTube search it manually in case YouTube unsubscribes you from me. And remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and enable notifications. So that's gonna be the end of the video. And you're welcome, by the way, for this free health fits advice. That's better than Greg Doucette has been teaching this. Detox your life, get on this sub. So anyway, I'm intending to upload a video. I've been having some people ask me health fitness groups about what supplements I recommend and things like this. And sometimes I dip my toe into some mold sick people. I don't know how to heal that. And it's like, yeah, that kind of brief. Somebody said, how do I heal mega dose supplements, cut down on the sugar? So the supplementation is key. Vitamin C, mega dose, and things like this. So, but sometimes people ask like, what supplements do you recommend? So I've been thinking about making a new video, uh, share the list of supplements I recommend all human adults to take, and especially people that are kind of feeling unhealthy and want to improve their health. It's extra important to get the vitamins. So and get into not just list off like magnesium, vitamin C, and B complex, but amounts, so like types and amounts of supplements, milligram amounts. So it's like recommended by me. Here's how much magnesium you should take per day. Here's how much vitamin C you should take per day. I think it is. So that's been the video. Everything I've been teaching is free. People can donate to my wife's PayPal. She's a beautiful woman, feminine, and I don't have to settle for a woman with a high body count who's ugly inside and out and happy masculine. And that's not my fault. So you can keep smoking the copium, women out there that are ugly, and men like me don't go for you. We reject you. You can't get a guy like me with alpha hands if you get Chad. That's built like a man underwear model, hands like Brad Pitt in his prime, and high competence and personal and all those other things. So it's like, oh yeah, but I don't like I don't like I like it that boy. That's what I want. You're lying, okay? Just like men who go, oh, I don't care if my wife had 30 guys inside of her page before I met her. They're lying, okay? It's like guys say, oh, I don't care. My girl had like 30 boyfriends before I met her. I don't care. You're lying, you're copying, okay? So do you understand? It's like if Greg Doucette's girlfriend was on a dinner party with her girlfriends, okay? And then it's like Greg Doucette's girlfriend goes, oh, I started dating a new guy called Greg, and shows like a picture of Greg, and he's handsome and like ripped with a six pack and in great shape. And the other girls that have a guy with a dad bod, go, it's like, well, I don't like a guy like that. I like a guy with a dad bod, a little bit of love handles, to somebody. That's coping, understand? Because it's like it's a reflection of their value. It's like they couldn't get a guy like that, so then they had to be, oh yeah, but it's because I don't want one, I don't have one. Okay. Same thing with guys who. Now here's another thing too. Christian masculinity is when you're a young man, work to improve your attractiveness by working to become a better man that make you more attractive. Work to be healthier, strengthen yourself mentally and physically. Work to grow your character, become a man of discipline. A lot of things that will make you more healthier and more attractive women require discipline, which is part of masculine in your character, which is also attractive women. See? Um, and find one woman in marriage. So the right pattern. I don't promote alpha male and man. That's fake alpha male coaching. Like, yeah, real man, he sleeps around and has many girls or something like this. No, no, no. What I recommend is work to become more attractive, stronger, better man, and you'll be better able to attract quality woman. Work to become, grow into a more quality man. Work to grow and improve as a man, and you are improving your attractiveness level and your ability to attract a quality mate. Now, being handsome and in good shape helps you to attract a quality woman that, do you understand? If you go around and you have enough sensitive to detect that this is good wife material, she's beautiful, attracted to me, and her character is like good wife material. This is something I could picture like being locked in a cabin in the woods for 6 years with without going crazy, understand? Like this is good company, this is somebody that compliments me, this is a good wife in her personality and beautiful. If you're attracted when you find that woman, you're more likely to be together because you're attractive enough, because a woman like that is quality and she can pick and choose. And she can pick guys like me that are ripped with a six pack and more attractive. So if you're more attractive, if you find a woman that's like, wow, this is a beautiful woman with his good wife material, you have a better chance to get locked in with her if you're attractive. See? So don't miss the opportunity. So if you become better, you can attract better. So that's the point. And the beauty is this: marriage, the institution of marriage, like the marriage as a man, is I fell in love with my wife because she's beautiful and her personality. But it's like what got me to notice her is the looks, and we fell in love with each other, and she's in love with me. So we both were able to attract a quality mate by being attractive. See, she got it's win-win. She got a handsome guy who's with a six pack. Understand? Who's like in good shape. Wow, this guy looks good, and I feel the same about her. And since we're getting married, we're married. The protection is that if I end up being fat and sick and walk with a cane, marriages we promise to stay together forever. So if she gets sick, she gets like diabetes and cancer, and her hair falls off, and she gets like some kind of cancer that makes her very, very ugly, she doesn't have to stay as attractive as she needed to be to get me really into her. Okay, see, it's like if when she's 50 or 60, she's not going to be as attractive as she's now, but I'm still loving her, and marriage is promising to stay together. So marriage shouldn't be like your vows till attractiveness do us part or something like this. It's like, yeah, we're getting married now. And it's like, as long as you stay with a six pack, we stay married. And as long as you stay really like beautiful. No, marriage is a lot of times we get young people into each other and fall in love. It's the looks, is the first thing. It's like, wow, this woman, you start talking, then you figure out after, like compatibility. The first level of compatibility is this is a beautiful woman, and the woman looks at you, oh, this is an attractive man. Okay. And then the next step is like verifying, are you compatible in your personality? Okay. Because you can't really see the personality in the picture. It's like if you see a date and say, wow, this woman is beautiful and I'm interested. You start talking, that's when you figure out if the personality is good, if they have a good heart, a good personality, they're compatible with you. And the beauty of marriage is it's a guarantee that you'll stay together even if you get sick and tired and ugly or have an accident and now you're walking with a cane or you're fat or something like this. Now you shouldn't if you're married, even though it's like, yeah, that's this part period. That shouldn't mean that you start explode and be like, haha, I'm gonna get fat and lazy out of shape and not care at all about uh, my looks anymore because my wife is locked into me. She's got no choice but to stay with me or something like this. So the Christian message is you find a woman, you get married, you stay together. Which means if my woman gets fat, I'm still not going to leave her. If 30 years from now, my wife is like fat, okay, and not beautiful anymore, I'm not going to leave her. Or say if there's some, and I stay like with six pack handsome, there's some other girl that starts hitting on me. No, I got a wife. Even if there's a more beautiful woman who wants to be with me, I'm not gonna leave my wife because I'm married to her. I'm gonna stay with her forever, no matter what. The only reason God allows you to divorce, say for adultery, fornication, is if your wife cheats on her, you're allowed to divorce her. Or if the husband cheats on the wife, you're allowed to divorce. Other than that, God says, I hate putting away. God hates putting away, which means like you get married, it's for life, period. And God is not like, oh, well, if the person stops being sexy or beautiful, yeah, you can get a divorce. And God's like, you get married and you stay married, period. The only reason God allows for you to get divorced is if your partner is unfaithful and cheats on you. Okay. So I'm gonna finish up. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more content like this. And like I told you, I've been thinking about making a video and upload it to my Facebook page. You can follow me there, Mike's on Facebook. Check the description. I'm gonna copy pasting some links there to my other social media. I've been thinking about making a video teaching on supplementation, what supplements human adults should take, how much, and make that video and upload it to Facebook. Okay, it's in the back, but I've been thinking about doing it. So that's the end of the video. And yeah, it's not my fault that I have a superior physique.